Hello friends, Hortencia Torres here. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode in our series about the IRS collection process. Today we're going to talk about what solutions are available to you if you get into trouble with the IRS. However, please know that it is impossible to fully cover this extremely important topic in a short video like this one. So please make sure to download our free e-guide on the IRS collection process, which goes into much greater depth. First solution, wage garnishments. You can remove a wage garnishment if you negotiate with the IRS and set up a regular payment plan instead. This gives you back control over the handling of the payment, and it is also possible to set it on installment amounts that are going to be less than the wage garnishment itself. What about tax liens? Well, you can remove these too if you prove to the IRS that removing the lien will allow you to repay your tax debt sooner. You could also successfully appeal a tax lien in court by showing that the IRS made a mistake, did not have the right to impose the lien, or did not follow proper procedure. Tax penalties can be removed too if you can show that there was a reasonable cause as to why you were late on filing your return or paying your taxes. Possible reasons include a death or illness in your family, an error made by the IRS, the destruction of records in a fire or flood or a natural disaster, and more. Another way to avoid tax penalties or extreme collection measures is to offer to pay your debt in monthly installments. Also, if your tax problems are caused by your current or ex-spouse, it is possible to get out of it by showing that you did nothing in the wrong or that you were unaware of your spouse's actions. In cases like this, you could apply for the so-called innocent spouse relief and have those taxes and penalties removed. Additionally, if your income is only sufficient to cover your basic living expenses and you have no assets worth levying, the IRS cannot collect any taxes or penalties from you because there's nothing to collect. And last but not least, you could also reach an agreement with the IRS called an offer in compromise, or OIC. An OIC settles your tax liability for less than what you actually owe, subject to certain conditions. These are just some of the things you could do to solve your problems with the IRS. For more details, please check out our free guide.